Welcome to the Salem Chamber Podcast. If it affects your business or this community, we'll be talking about it. Today I'm joined by Jim Vu from Citizens Bank. Jim is also very present in Salem's downtown area. He's a property owner. He understands the life of a restaurateur. Jim, when you look at the city of Salem today, what are some of the challenges that are omnipresent? What are you seeing each and every day that Salem citizens are likely seeing as well?
I think we're seeing which businesses are open or closed. That's pandemic related. I believe that you have a lot of issues with homelessness that is presenting our city in a negative light for first time and current residents and longtime residents also. So those are challenges that we're facing that are glaring and concerning.
For the businesses, and you look at those on Cascade Gateway Park, Wallace Marine Park with Ace Hardware and Ross Fresh Markets and the courthouse, and just the sheer amount of damage and vandalism. And unfortunately, as was recorded at the Walmart out north on Cascade Gateway, where we had an actual assault. Those businesses, what is the best option for them to convey what they're dealing with? Is the best platform for them to voice that to elected officials, or are there other things that you see we could be doing in this community to help advance getting our arms around the challenges that we're dealing with homelessness?
I think the reason why a lot of businesses are afraid to step up is that you become targeted.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say something, you're seen as dispassionate and then retaliated against. It happened at Jackson Jewelers.
Mm-hmm.
One of the owners of Jackson Jewelers spoke up at a council meeting, and within a week, his business was targeted and windows were broken. I believe it was $15,000 of damage was done to those windows. That's horrible. Because what you're looking at is that these businesses are providing jobs for folks. I think the feedback is, I think we speak to your counselors. So your city counselors, talk to those groups. I'm part of the Salem Main Street Association for downtown. So downtown businesses be able to reach out to us as an organization so we can provide a voice out to it. But I think for individuals to speak up, individual businesses to speak up and also feel they have support, that's what Salem Main Street has been trying to do, and I think we're taking it one step at a time. Every survey that we've done, homelessness and parking are the two issues. That's what those are the barriers to people feel they're coming in downtown. Parking, I believe, just use the parkades. If you use the parkades, we have twice. I think it's just as many on-street parking as we do in the parkades. Just use the parkades. They're free. They're limitless.
Mm-hmm.
Park and walk around and go to 5 or 6 businesses, have a blast. But then the homeless side of it, being able to walk around and feel safe. I mean, you have to understand the perception of safety versus actually being safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that my comfort level of walking by individuals that are homeless on the side and saying hi to them, and I know some of those folks' names, that has made me feel more comfortable in the setting. And also be able to identify which ones that I need to keep my eye on. And there's been a person that's had a knife out, came at me. There was a pile of needles that you don't feel real great about. And so that's, I think, for businesses, we've got to talk to our elected leaders. They're supposed to represent your ward. So in that, I believe in Ward 1, we have Virginia Stapleton. Mm-hmm. So being able to reach out to her, I'm trying to connect with her. We've been emailing back and forth to try and get a open dialogue about what's taking place. I think the chamber is a great access to that, but I think individual businesses have to speak up, because at those council meetings, what they're hearing is testimony from a lot of individuals that are saying, in my neighborhood, in my home, but they're not hearing from businesses. And I think that voice needs to be represented. It takes time and it takes an investment. And I think businesses that are frustrated and want to speak out, contact with the Salem Main Street Association, contact with the Chamber of Commerce, as well as our counselor for downtown, so that this voice can come together, so we can walk in step together toward the common goal of having a healthy and vibrant downtown.
Let me hit you with 2 fastballs,
Okay.
Just immediate impact. proposal to remove a number of the trash receptacles downtown. Tell me your thoughts.
Horrible idea. Garbage has to go somewhere. And the concerns about that is the amount of time and energy it takes to clean up those messes. I believe that on the city report, it showed that a lot of these garbage cans are broken, so they couldn't be locked properly and closed properly. So then you remove it? That doesn't make sense. Studies go back. Disneyland is the perfect example. Cleanest place on earth. Like, it's the happiest place because there's no trash anywhere. Cast members are trained to pick up trash. What Walt Disney did years ago was to figure out how often do I need to put a trash can out there, is that Walt Disney gave out Hershey bars at Disneyland all throughout. And what they did was they watched and saw how far people would walk looking for a garbage can before they would litter. The answer is 22 feet or 17, it's 22 or something. I look at that number. But the whole idea is that if people are willing to go up to about 20 feet to find a trash can, if they don't, they're willing to litter. Disney already figured this out. All right, this is R&D, rip off and duplicate. Mm-hmm. The answer has already been there. Give people garbage cans within 22 feet, and they will throw it away. That's what Disneyland did. If the problem is the garbage cans are broken, so then you have a fork in the road. Fix the garbage can, or take them away. That doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. Garbage will be produced. So maybe as a city we have in there, so you have recycling, you have glass, you have, garbage, mixed recycling, whatever the case, put those in the resources and make the right thing to do the easiest thing to do.
Jim Vu, one of the most thoughtful voices for downtown Salem, Citizens Bank, downtown property owner. Jim, thanks for your time today.
Thanks, Tom.